Everyone learns in a different learning style. I'm going to give you some tips on how to learn best with your type of learning style. First, we're going to start with visual learners. I myself am a visual learner, and I know that these are good tips and ways to help you study and learn material easier and to keep it in your brain longer. As stated on Quora.com, visual learners learn best through what they see. You can do note cards, index cards. When you do those, writing one word on one side and the definition or what you need to know about it on the back, and drawing a picture will help you to learn it. Visual learners learn best when they see things, when they can do things themselves, when they can see it put in action. So with note cards, the best thing to do is not only to write the word in the definition, but to draw some kind of picture or concept map with it. Another thing you can do as a visual learner to study and help you learn more material is to picture things that your instructor is saying. If you're listening to a lecture or reading your textbook or watching a video that your instructor told you to watch, visualize it in pictures, concept maps. Make a map in your brain to help you to understand and learn the material in your way as a visual learner. Another thing that's good to do when you're studying or trying to learn new material as a visual learner is create visuals, meaning draw out concept maps, like on a piece of paper. Do a circle in the middle of the paper and say we're talking about cell organisms. Write cell organisms and then branch off of it and put the different cell organisms. Draw little pictures. That way you can see it and look at it and you know what you're learning, and that map will stay in your brain for when you're taking exams and stuff, and that will really help you out. Another good tip for visual learners is highlight. Highlighting is going to be your best friend as a visual learner. That is my number one go-to. I highlight everything that I know I need to know. Depending on what it is and what category I put it in personally, depends on what color I use. Always use bright colors. I use neon colors because they stand out more. For me, individually, in my opinion, it stands out more. So I use neon pink, neon purple, neon blue, any color that's super bright and gets my attention. The reason I put them in categories is because depending on what the category is, I can know by looking at a test, okay, this category is a definition. So I know I did that in pink. And then I can go back in my brain and I can remember everything that I highlighted in pink, and I'll figure out what the definition is that I need. The last thing for visual learning is draw whatever you can. If you are listening to a lecture, reading notes, watching a video, or reading anything that has to do with your material, draw. It's going to be your best friend as a visual learner. As stated on thought.co.com, it says that auditorial learners learn best when they have audio, meaning they do better when people speak to them, when they hear it, when they speak to themselves, when they say things. It helps them to keep it in their mind and to learn it faster and better. As an auditorial learner, the best thing to do is, when you are learning or when you are studying, to put yourself in a quiet area, away from doors, away from windows, any distraction, no noise, no music, TV, nothing, just you completely in silent by yourself. Some tips on how to learn material better and study better is record your notes. Record all your notes. Record the lecture. Go back, listen to it again, and then put it in your own words and record you. Play it in your car, play it on your cell phone while you're working out in the gym, play it when you are taking the kids to the park. Anytime you can play it. And it's going to help you really to do better in class and to learn your material and to memorize your material. Another thing is note cards. Note cards is very popular for auditory learners. You do the same thing as visual learners. You write the word on one side, the definition on the other side, and constantly go through them, saying them out loud. The more you do it, the more you'll learn. It sticks better. Another one is to make games, rhymes, jingles, songs, anything you can that will help you memorize your material. If you're having a hard time memorizing anything, make a song out of it, because then you're going to sing that song and hear that tune in your head, and you're going to pass these tests with flying colors, because you're going to be like, oh yes, I got this. It's a very good one. Another thing for auditory learners is study groups. They do very well in study groups. If you're studying with people that learn the same way as you, or if they learn a different way, the more people that are interacted with it, the better you do. The more you hear it, the more it sticks. Kinesthetic learners, learn better when they can move. On education.media, they had a little video that I watched. It was very informative, and they were saying that the more you can move, the more you engage your upper and lower muscles, the more you retain. That's how your body retains more, how your mind retains more of the information. Sorry for the mix-up. Again, with this kind of learning style, note cards is still a plus. Take them to the grocery store. While you're grocery shopping, go through them flashcards. While you're walking at the park, go through the flashcards. While you're walking on the treadmill at home or at the gym, go through them flashcards. Whenever you're moving, anytime. While you're cleaning, look at a card and think of the definition, say it, flip it over, see if it's right. Continue cleaning. You're engaged, you're moving, you're doing things. It will help. Keeping things in your hand. If you're taking a test and your teacher will allow you, or if you're studying, keep a stress ball in your hand, or anything that can be in your hand and you can move your hand around. That's going to help you remember things and to keep them in your mind and to remember what you were doing when you learned that, and it will come to you faster. Another thing is taking notes. Lots of notes, highlighting, using colors. That works great for this kind of learning style as well. I hope these tips and tricks have helped you, and I hope that you learned from them, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you.